All right, so what's going on, guys? I'm not expecting too many people to turn up today. I'm late as hell. I fell asleep, and it's gonna be probably one of my shortest live streams I've probably ever done. And I'm gonna shoot it like I'm doing a short video. So if you guys are watching the replay, it's much appreciated. Hit that like button, double tap the screen. Comment your thoughts below, what you think about the subject. If you guys want to support, hit the super thanks. All the other different ways you can are in the description below, just to support the channel. Whatever is worth it to you. But if you cannot support, it's much. I understand. But the likes are free. Double tap the screen, comment, and engage with the content if you find this valuable. So yeah, guys, I'm tired as hell. If you watch this on the replay, um, I literally fell asleep, um, and I'm doing this with the last little bit of energy that I do have. I still gotta hop in the shower and go to sleep. But I want to come up here, and be a man of my word and continue to keep having these live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as the weekends. Just despite no matter how I feel, that's just what life is. Sometimes you get tired, and you got to take a little break and do what you can. You know. But enough of that. Let's get into the subject tonight. So I want to talk about the lie that people tell you right before oftentimes they're about to betray you. It's quite sick and sad, right? Um, it's not just with women, it could be people, it could be anything. You know, I've heard this lie a lot. People often tell you that they will never do that to you. Oh man, you don't have to worry about that. Oftentimes, these words mean very little. You don't know what anybody's going to do until you get into the thick of it, which is why it's very important that you guys do not lean on faulty foundation. Do not put your trust into places where you have not tested it, where you do uh, where you have not tested it, where you don't know for certain that this individual is solid or not. This is why people that have grown up together, they always stay together. Rappers, they take their childhood hood friends because these are people that they can trust, rather thick or thin, that they won't change, that they won't go against them. So loyalty is huge for men. And as you guys, I see we got a couple people in here. Double tap the screen, hit the like button to engage with the content if you guys are enjoying this so far. But especially if you can't support, the likes are free. So loyalty amongst men is a very, very big thing. And whenever we get that portrayed, um, that can really ignite us over the edge. Some men even crash out and end up deleting somebody or end up in prison because they cannot accept the fact that somebody lied on their word. But you have to accept that most people, to a certain extent, are lying to you. It's kind of a harsh truth to accept, but this is what people do. This is how the world is. When you're dealing with people, you're dealing with possibilities. You're not dealing with guarantees. You're dealing with variables. You're not dealing with constants. So don't ever think somebody's a constant when they're a variable. We often take people's words way too seriously, and they don't mean anything. And then we get mad and disappointed whenever we get betrayed. And we should never put our trust in those people in the first place. We were being honest. So shout out to Dan Patrick. It's always good to see you in here, man. It's gonna be a very short one, Dan Patrick. I am running on fumes. I'm late because I took a nap. I took a nap like at 8 o'clock and dozed off. And I woke up like, oh snap! I gotta hit the live stream before I hit the shower and go back to sleep. He said, "What's up, my guy? What's going on, man? Hope you're doing all right." Oftentimes, I remember I was in high school and um, we were having lunch. What's going on, Doc Smith? What's going on, man? It's gonna be a short live stream, so you guys don't expect me to be up here for too long. I'm running on fumes. So But I remember this story, and I remember like it was yesterday. And every time that a woman has said this, and it's just in my experience, I'm not saying all women are like this, I'm just speaking from experience. I've had some exes say this, two exes exactly, that when you ask them certain questions, they'll be like, "Oh, I would never do that to you." And then you find out that very thing that she said she would never do is the thing that she ends up doing. So, see, with men, since men are more likely to taste the consequences of lying or of not being a man of your word, because literally, if you're not a man of your word, other men literally won't deal with you. So there's legitimate social consequences for lying amongst men. You won't get a job. You won't get any business deals. You won't have any friends because you don't have any integrity. But with women, it's different. And women will put up with toxic guys that lie to them consistently. To a degree, it seems like women would rather you lie to them instead of tell the truth. It seems like the lies with them gets a lot further than telling them the truth and being honest, because women are loyal to their emotions, and when you lie to them, usually the lie is something that makes them feel good in that moment. Excuse me. But women's words mean very little, guys. It's just the harsh reality, and I wish it wasn't like this. And I don't, like I said, I'm not saying all women, but most women's words mean very little. I mean, I've gotten myself into a situation recently that I'm still pending, um, all over woman's lie. And that's really a hard thing to grasp when it comes to women is, and when it comes to listening to the words, you have to not take women too seriously. I know this sounds like red, red pill raging kind of talk, black pill talk, but they're actually right on that point. What's going on, introvert? Yeah, what's going on, introvert? Good to see you. It's not going to be a long stream at all, so you guys get your comments in early. I probably got another 5, 10 minutes max before I get off. I'm running on fumes. I took the reason why I'm late getting on the stream is because I took a nap like at 8, like 3 hours ago, and just woke up. I don't know what made me wake up. Usually, whenever I'm that tired, I just sleep through the night. But I gotta get it in for you guys on the live stream. I'm doing all right so far. Betrayal can happen anywhere from family to friends, and oftentimes that's the thing. You think that people, the betrayal, the lies, would come from an enemy or would come from a stranger, and yeah, they do happen, but oftentimes it comes in forms and places that you least expect that hit home the worst. Whenever it's your family or your friends, they know where to hit you because they know where all the secrets are. So to a certain extent, you can't entirely trust your family, and some of your friends are fake friends, unfortunately. Um, that's been my testament for my whole life. Male jealousy is truly something that's hard to deal with. Um, Females deal with toxic men because they refuse self-reflection and improvement. That's 100% true. Women don't know what they want, and if you're looking for them to say what they want, or you expect them to know what they want, you're gonna be running yourself in circles. Um, so yeah, if you guys hadn't came in here already, double tap that screen, hit the like button. If you guys want to support, hit the super chat. For whatever it's worth to you, go in and hit super chat to show your support. But if you can't, I understand. The least you can do is double tap the screen, hit the like button, and comment your thoughts as we go along with this live stream to show some engagement and get some more people in here. The likes are free. What's the topic? We're talking about the biggest lies women tell you right before they tell you, right before they betray you. And this goes for people as well. It's unfortunate. Hey, what's going on, Grant? What's the word? Commenting to get the engagement up. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man Grant, another in-person friend I know. Make you a moderator on the channel, Grant. Moderator just means that you're going to be able to regulate people in the chat. So if somebody says something ridiculous, you can boot them out, which they probably will. We have a lot of randos coming here. You see some crazy stuff on YouTube. He said, same here, but I also got to turn right back around and get ready for bed a little bit later for the gym early in the morning. Yeah, you got to get it in. And, we going to the gym and improving, self-improving, sleep is one of the biggest things. People always talk about, they say things that are complete nonsense. They say like, team no sleep. No, you need to get some sleep. Sleep is very critical for maintaining your human control of yourself, human control of your emotions, productivity, recovery. You have to sleep in order for your muscles to truly recover. So, sleep is very good, very, very big, important thing. You know, it's just, depending on what stage you're at, you're going to get very little of it. Depending on which stage you're as, wherever you're at as a man, this is what I mean when I say that. When you're in your grinding phase and working your way up, you're going to find out that, sleep becomes very scarce because you're working so many hours, doing so many things, trying to get your money up, trying to get your career up, and trying to increase your knowledge and self-improve. And that's just part of the stage. It's better to get it done younger than doing it at 40 because as you get older, you lose that energy. But yeah, get your sleep in, guys. Sometimes you be at work and you're just like, damn, your lunch break is just 30 minutes and you taking some sleep. Your judge can definitely go both ways. Sleep is for the he said sleep is for the soft. Hey, sometimes you get injured because you don't go to sleep. He said, I don't get tired. Kevin Gates. This is off topic, but many of these lesbians don't know what they really want because of their past trauma. That's true. They don't go to healing. They don't go to therapy to get these things talked out and healed. And they don't really understand why they're feeling what they're feeling, which causes problems. The poor choices in men and just being in the moment of their feelings. Yep. And oftentimes these are women that come from broken families as well. And that's the tragedy of broken families, and it's it's all too common in today's society. When feminism runs rampant, that means that the society is decaying. That means that families are non-existent. The females are acting like males. So, this is a very important thing within our culture that nobody is currently trying to fix, but it's causing a lot of problems. It's unfortunate, but it is the reality. A lot of women turn into lesbians because they've been hurt by men a bunch of times, and that's absolutely crazy. I've known numerous women to do that. Introverted, it's kind of crazy. It's like, damn, because like as a man, you would never do that. You would never say, the female psyche is quite interesting, and I don't know if we'll ever truly understand it as men. We just don't understand that. As a guy, no matter if a woman pissed you off, and no matter what a woman did to you, you're not gonna all of a sudden start dating other men. So there's something going on with the female psyche that's quite interesting, that we can't pinpoint. But that is a real reality, introvert, that I see consistently, and I don't know how they do it, but they do it. I know a couple of females who went from dressing feminine to dressing masculine, and from dating guys to dating their other girls. Shaking my head. Yeah, these are confused women. They don't know what the hell they want. They don't know what they want. They want to be a man, a boy, what they don't know what they're lost individuals trying to find their identity. and the society just confirm. Excuse me, the society tells them that they can do and be anything, which is false. You know, it just confirms that women live in delusional land. Majority of them. They might have wasted the water on me. I'm tripping. Yeah, he said, hell no. He said, I got a friend named Brad Chirp. Grant, you got jokes, man. So yeah, we got some more people coming here. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, double tap the screen to engage and hit the like button. Comment your thoughts. If you guys want support, hit the super chat. So where we at 16 minutes, we're gonna go to about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna get off the live. Gotta hop in the shower and then wake up in the next 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. So yeah, guys. It's hard in today's time. Increasingly, the quality of person is deteriorating. So, and plus the times are more crucial than ever, which means if you get betrayed now, if you believe someone that's on faulty foundation now, the consequences could be critical. And we're in a landscape of in society right now where everybody's struggling, everybody's doing what they can to survive. I mean, there's even multiple businesses trying to steal and take from you if you're not paying attention to your resources. So it's not just with women, it's everywhere. People are desperate. They'll say anything, do anything just to get by. So trusting people's words today is becoming increasingly hard to do because there's just too many consequences for you to find out the hard way. Just left and came back so I could watch more ads. He said, I only like women. Regardless of certain females who might have wronged me in the past, there are no way in hell that I would have stooped down that low. In fact, that doesn't swing the way. I don't swing that way anyway. Yep. You never know that's the other thing. Like you never know what the other person has went through. So what's swimming around in their head is probably something you could probably never understand. And you never know. Like I said, broken families are so common today that you don't know what that person has seen and went through that causes them to act a certain way. I was reading a book about there's a Morgan Housel book. He wrote The Psychology of Money. He said within one of those books, he said people aren't rational, but they're constantly rationalizing. Meaning that depending on what their background is and how they were brought up, this influences their decision making and how they act and conduct themselves within the world. And you have to. It's weird because like certain things mean certain things, different things to different people. Same here. Okay, off. Doc Smith right off. Oh, this topic hits home. Especially with Trayvon Diggs and Cardi B split after the Pats lost the Super Bowl. Oh, you mean Stephon Diggs? Oh, they split after the Super Bowl? Oh, so Doc Smith, they split after the Super Bowl. I didn't even read that. I don't even have my iPad on me, bro. to even double check that. But if that's true, I'm not surprised. You know, dudes, it's just like what Leon Thomas said. I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. Uh, Men often display who they are. Not every toxic guy hides it from women. And Stephon Diggs definitely didn't hide it. It's out. His stuff is all out in the open. So for Cardi B to stick her neck out in that situation and to get it hit is her fault. She knew what she should have done, which is avoid him. But she has a kid with him, and again, she's addicted to these types. It is what it is. I got to go to bed because I got to work out tomorrow morning. Remind me what times you go live again so I can join. It's just usually on the nighttime, Tuesday and Thursday, and it could depend on Sundays, usually in the morning times, sometimes on the night times, on the weekends. So 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you, Grant. I'm gonna be right behind you in just a second. Um, we don't know for sure that they've broken up. It's all speculation for now. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I haven't read it, but I wouldn't be shocked. We've seen it coming. Another thing is, if she broke up with him because he lost the Super Bowl, she's already planned to leave him anyway. Yeah, I don't know if she broke up with him at all. I haven't read that, so I'm gonna have to withhold some judgment on that. Maybe we talk about that Thursday, um, if it comes around, if that news breaks. But these are two highly uh, dysfunctional individuals. Cardi B left a cheater just to be with a cheater. So yeah, we're about to wind down, guys. You guys send your last little bit of comments and questions before we wind down. Really appreciate you guys coming in here on this late Tuesday night. Speaking of Leon Thomas, I've read about rumors of him allegedly dating the unthinkable, allegedly doing the unthinkable to women or something. I have no idea about that. I have no idea about that. I don't know if that's, I have no idea, introvert. That could be true or could not be true. I have no idea. I haven't even read any of that. But yeah, as we wind down, guys, the last thing I would like to tell you guys is just when it comes to people today, especially women, you'd rather err on the side of caution, meaning that you would rather be shocked that she's telling the truth than be disappointed that she's telling the lie. So, excuse me, kind of always in a sick way, you have to expect the worst in people and hope for the best. I know that sounds messed up, but that's going to help save your mental health and help you from being disappointed and help you from getting yourself into a situation to where the consequences are critical because somebody isn't who they say they are. So I'm going to read these last little bit of comments and then we're going to get up out of here. Stephon Diggs is like the male version of a 304. He got kids from multiple women. Uh, Sorry for switching up your live stream topics. It's just that I've seen so much and talked to some people about their lifestyle. I realized the GAY lifestyle is a life choice for many. Yeah, they say they're born that way. I don't really know if that's true or not. And you know, people live and do what they want. Now, granted, depending on if they got touched on as kids, that can harm and affect that mindset, which is quite sick and sad. And Carby went from a married woman to a baby mama with the NFL player. Yeah, she's not the smartest chick in the book. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys for coming in here. I gotta hop in the shower. My eyes are heavy. I'm sure you guys can see it and hear it in my voice. So I saw your video yesterday about a woman not being able to find a man. Yeah. Yep, we got another video about that coming up this week. I think it's one tomorrow too. But yeah, guys, I'm going to see you guys Thursday night. You guys have a good rest of your week, good rest of your day. Get you some rest, get you some sleep, get you tuned up for Wednesday as we go attack the rest of the week. I really appreciate you guys for coming in here. Double shout out to Grant, shout out to Dan Patrick, shout out to Doc Smith, shout out to Introvert. Did I get everybody? Yeah, I think I got everybody. So I'll see you guys Thursday night, man. Peace.